Oh my god, this is the last video on this channel for 2018. This is a different one. And what a year and wild ride it has been. Thank you for being on it with me. All of that said, please do not freak out. The Philip DeFranco Show will be returning on January 7th, 2019. That is 1/7/19, unless you live in those places that you do the days and the months different. The main point, Jan 7, 2019. But yeah, this is obviously holiday vacation time for myself and the team, but also it's honestly just to give me time to be able to sit down and actually tinker with the stuff that's happening behind the scenes and in video, just to make sure that this is all sustainable. And going into 2019, I want to make sure that we not only have set major goals for the company and the content overall, but that the growth we're aiming at is actually doable for the long term. Which, actually on that note, brings us to the announcement part of this video. And for timeline's sake, think of this as kind of Q1 and Q2 of next year, or if you're not familiar, the first 3 months and then the 3 months after that. During Q1, once we have everyone back in the office, we're going to continue the main change that we saw in December. That being, in addition to the 5 regular Philip DeFranco shows a week, we'll be doing 2 morning shows a week as well. Which, by the way, if you were not aware that we were doing that, how dare you? But yeah, those have been going up on Tuesday and Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. And I've been so happy that so many of you love getting filled in twice a day. Some refer to it as getting DP, double filled.
That's so fucking stupid.
For no reason, I'm like, what if I got the video demonetized? That would be fun. But also those 2 extra morning videos a week, we're seeing that not only as a continuation, but just the start. The goal for those is that by the end of Q2, we'll be able to have a morning show every weekday in addition to the regular Philip DeFranco shows. Meaning the goal is that by then, we'll be consistently putting up 9 to 10 videos on this channel every week. And also, if you've been paying attention to some of that new content, we've been trying out different delivery styles. In some, we're gonna be going out in the field and traveling on location, which you've seen some snippets of, and there's gonna be more and more of that. Additionally, we've had those graphic heavy deep dives, kind of just regular solo pieces. Increasingly, we've been including interviews with experts on the subjects we're covering. And of course, all of these videos that I'm talking about, it's just news. But additionally, regarding new content, it is not just completely news. And that's because we will actually finally be launching a Conversation with podcast. We, of course, in the past tested it with my pal Casey Neistat, Sean Evans. For the first episode back, I thought I'd bring back the person who loves to talk the most shit about me, my wife Lindsay. And the initial release schedule that we're planning for that right now is at least once a month, with hopefully, if we're able to get everything figured out, but of course news comes first, maybe we'll be able to get it up to 2 times a month from there. Also, in addition to all of the new video and audio content coming to the channel in the new year, by the end of Q1, we want to officially launch RogueRocket.com. And that, of course, will be our dedicated news website, our home. And it'll be a lot of things. It'll be a different way for people to consume the stories we're already talking about in the show, but more importantly, covering stories that aren't included in that. It'll also serve as a home, an alternative and additional funding platform, and just in general, so we're never really at the mercy of all these different places, but where we ultimately don't really have any control. But main point, this is obviously one of the major steps for the company in just delivering more news-focused content to you. Also, to jump back to the video and audio content, if everything does stay on track with everything that we're planning on doing with all the new programming, the ventures we're building, the hope is by the second half of 2019, I want to launch a dedicated YouTube channel for Rogue Rocket as well. Something that excels because I enable it, but something that is not kind of locked in a box because it has to go through me. And once again, I want to hit on this. Do not freak out. I know often people hear about change and they get very concerned. This is all in addition to. Even once we have that, I will still have this channel. I will still continue producing Philip DeFranco shows. This change good, this change not scary. Although I guess technically for me it is both. But of course all these changes are meant to grow something that can live past me and it really just sustain for the long haul. And as far as why some of the timelines are somewhat loose, it's a number of things. In order to build all of this, some of the departments in the company will actually be doubling in size almost immediately in the beginning of the year, and then potentially doubling again later in the year. So obviously what comes with that is there's a lot of training happening, trips and stumbles, growing pains overall. I always try and provide some buffer room since the unforeseeable almost always hits us. But all of that said, I am incredibly excited to do it with this team, to grow this team, to do it all with you, which by the way, I really want to hit, I could not have done this without all of you beautiful bastards supporting us over at DeFrancoElite.com. None of this would be possible. But with all of that said, I'll leave you with a happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy everything. I'm going to miss all of you immensely, and I mean, probably after just 4 days, like I definitely need this break, but after about 4 days, I really question my purpose on this planet. But I am excited about the notion of coming back prepared, coming back excited, coming back hungry on January 7th, 2019. Did I mention that? January 7th, 2019? Have you heard about 1/7/19?
I feel like I'm slowly losing it as I cross the finish line that is this year.
Oh, and if you miss my dumb face and the dumb words that come out of my mouth, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and really that's the only place I actively post. We can become best friends, and then you'll message me, and then I won't respond for like 7 weeks, and then I'll be like, oh, I just saw this. But honestly, you know that I saw it. I saw it right after you sent it, but I forgot to message you, and then I was like, oh, I gotta message them. But it was 7 weeks later, so now I gotta be like, sorry. Anyway, when were Tostitos invented? I should have just Googled it. Okay, I'm gonna go now. January 7, 2019.